as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready? 70, Indy. 56. Get that. Bravo. Get that quarterback, D-line. Go. 5.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Locke looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this one. Deep rights. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Check 9, check 9. Greystone, Travis.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. He's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Michael Brockers in on the stop. Now it's Rodgers.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. 5.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, echo. Protein spill. Safety's creeping. Switch. Ready?
Block off of play action. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. After one, 17-7 is our score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Block now on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go now. 60 or.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Now. Hey, Charlie.
Lock to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Go, go.
Come on, let's go. Hey, now look up. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I'm coming for you, son.
Go.
On third and long, it's locked. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more
He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Rodgers now on first down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Ready up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's third down. Set. 10-2 soft. Here we go. Ready.
They look to throw. It's locked. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Block now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Bravo!
Again, they'll throw with Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Broncos 38, Packers 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where John... Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 22-yard line.
Shift. Regular. He's checking. Crash. No. Off.
On first down, Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Half. 56. Watch the ship.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Peyton Barber. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
261, matchbox lights.
Watch the safety creep.
Keep going.
From the 40 now on second down. Darnold, he's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Darnold on the move to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Mike's 50. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Barber on 1st and 10. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Let's go,
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, high 7.
From the 29, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Darnold completes it. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
1st down, Jets.
Darnold on 1st down. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Now Darnold. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen, and Beasley with it over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, tight. Smooth. Pass. Hey, check 20. Check 24.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Allen. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run here with Barber. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
General West.
Running with Barber out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
On second and very short. Darnold. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Barber. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Hey, wahoo!
On second and goal, Darnold steps away.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll run with Barber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Peyton Barber in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Allen going to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on second down. Darnold being chased out left and avoids the contact by sliding. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Middle. 57. Hey, Alpha. 57.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
57 to Mike. 57.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And able to find John Brown. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You draw Corker.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Just like that. Check.
3rd and 2, Darnold going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Switch.
A first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen to throw, operating from the gun. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen now from the gun. He'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 99. 36. Check.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Operating from the gun, Allen. Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs.
There he goes, left side. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Juju Smith-Schuster with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From midfield, here's Allen. This is Anderson over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. Allen off the play fake. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All day, baby, all day.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Motion. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Regular.
On first down, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Darnold. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Darnold from the red zone now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Jets, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our...
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.